Good afternoon, everyone. On the behalf of Industry Interaction Cell in association with the Department of Management at IGDTUW, I extend a warm welcome to one and all to this much awaited session. Come be a part of my marketing journey in 5 countries. Marketing can be complicated beast, especially when talking about going global. There is a lot of psychology to accurately target the messaging to attract and hold the right attention. They also have to ensure the product or service is top quality and engage the customer throughout the sales cycle. This takes time and effort, and globalizing your brand which evolve additional complexities. Cultural differences from country to country and usually major culture variations are among demographic groups within a nation's political boundaries. Such differences may encompass different languages or dialects and characteristics set or subset of norms and values. Culture differences aren't only between generations and between different socio-economic groups, but also between men and women. So, marketers are continually refining their messaging to accommodate such differences, lest the value of their product or services be lost in translation. This is critically important to the future success of marketers. To make us aware about her marketing journey, how nuances of marketing differ across various countries, and how the future of marketing is shaping, we are glad to have amongst us a dynamic and impactful speaker, Ms. Asavari Moon. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am.
I would now like to invite Kritika to introduce our esteemed speaker for the afternoon.
Ms. Asavari Moon is a seasonal marketing professional with extensive leadership experience in building marketing and digital strategies for firms such as ESTÉE Lauder, Loreal, Uber, NIVEA, and Twinnings in various countries. She has done an MBA from Indian Institute of Management, Lucknow. She is running a successful startup, Fix Your Crown, a women empowerment SOS kit installed in women's bathroom with free mini emergency items such as tampons, pad mids, and bandages. She is studying to become a pilot through recreational pilot license, and in her free time, she loves to mentor young students and professionals. Now, I would like to invite our guest speaker to deliver her address for the afternoon. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kritika, for that wonderful introduction. And thank you, Sonia, Paridhi, and Gursimran for giving me a little bit more about your university and your college. And I think it's such a great day to be able to speak to all of you wonderful women when Chanu today also won the silver at Olympics. So it's a Women's Day for me, and I am so pleased to be here. So thank you, Team IIC, and all the students and professors and teachers for spending your Saturday with me. So as I mentioned, I am Asavari Moon, and today I thought I'll take you part of my journey of doing marketing in 5 different countries across different industries, across different products. I am now in my 6th country. So I recently moved to London from Melbourne, Australia. But since I've recently moved, I've not included UK because I'm still trying to learn the market and I'm still trying to understand the market. So come be a part of my marketing journey through 5 countries so far.
Question from a student. How COVID-19 changed the customer journey?
Yeah, I think I sort of answered that question before, but the consumer journey has changed in 2 ways. Like people are now not spending as much as they were doing before. This is obviously true for all of us because we're not going out, so we don't need unnecessary things. But also with the whole financial insecurities around, people are spending less. However, they are spending on brands that they are sure of. So they're not going and exploring new brands, but they are going and buying certain things that they used to buy before. So if brand loyalty has been and that's most important, it is this time. And secondly, I think because online, the consumer journey has also become very curious. So they really want to know what product they're buying in. So if you are online, you must ensure that you put as much of the information as possible, right from, I'm talking just about makeup, for example, texture, color, because you're buying foundation online. So how do you ensure that consumer are coming with you on that journey instead of going into the store and trying and testing on your own. So what companies are doing to help with that customer journey is use artificial intelligence and virtual reality. So you can, take your picture and snipe different shades to see which one looks good on you. So that way your consumer journey has changed. Promotion are really big. So now people are buying in bulk. Because you never know where the next lockdown is going to come, so they want to have their kitchen ready, or they want to have more staples ready. So promotions on big bundles and big items are really increasing. So that's another consumer journey that's changed. And as I mentioned last time, I think people are more emotional, more sensitive. So an empathetic tone is necessary. And if you're not, if you're very transactional, consumers are leaving you. So to keep them through the journey, use a very sympathetic and very empathetic tone.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now the next question is, how can I adjust my content to reach new audience?
Reach new audience. Well, it's a very open-ended question. So I'll try and take an example and give it to you. Probably a good example would be Twinnings. So how do I reach new consumers is, so I wouldn't use the same channels I use to show my tea. So I'm not going to go on Facebook, or I'm not going to go on YouTube. But if I'm trying to reach new audience, I'll probably try Reels, or I'll probably try TikTok, because that's when I know that younger audience stays. Snapchat. So just a different platform really helps. Another good way of reaching more consumers is through word of mouth. And word of mouth could be by doing live campaigns or influencer campaigns. So that's something that is really picking up. You see one influencer using a particular, tea or particular lipstick or particular shampoo, and all of us want to try and use it. So that's another way to reach new consumers. The old ways of traditional marketing, like TV, which is to help us with a lot of reach, is no longer relevant because not everyone's watching TV. So you'll have to try new platforms like, I think digital is the big one, not radio anymore, not print anymore, not newspapers anymore. Well, we sort of don't go by any particular sales funnel. We have different products, and for every different products, we use different sales strategy. For some, it's more to do with retail. So, sort of push and pull sort of a way. So it's a balance between that, but there's not one particular strategy that we are using. Sometimes it's almost like, I'm forgetting the word for it, but it's almost like invitation-driven marketing is always working for us. So like Clubhouse, make something very restricted and only invite only, and then that really helps. So at ESTÉE Lauder for premium brands, we are doing that, and that is working really well for them. You cannot do that with L'Oreal or NIVEA, but yeah, it depends on your product. That's why I said it is not one particular strategy that we're using for one particular product.
Thank you, ma'am. The another question that comes up is, what insight can you provide on category, vertical, and industry-based trend you are seeing across the clients?
Is there any particular industry you're interested in? Let me put makeup or skincare for that matter. I think an industry-wide trend that's happening is we are picking things from the East. So, East masks were very popular. So it got now, introduced in the Western market as well, like sheet mask and face mask. Jade rollers, for example, beauty tools were not so popular, but now from the East, we are picking them. So industry-wise, that's a big change. And ingredients. So now consumers are literally looking at the ingredients. Initially, they would just want something to make their face moisturizers, but now they're looking at how much percentage of vitamin C is in it, or whether it has linolenic acid or whether it has hyaluronic acid. So there's a lot of awareness in that particular sector. So I think that's another change that I'm able to say. And third thing is natural, pure, sustainable is again something that consumers are really looking for. So clean ingredients, 99% natural is something that's like a good priority for consumers now.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Next question is, how are promotional tactics changing for the products or the services launching during these periods?
I think I answered in my last question, but a very good question. Promotional bundles are really working because people are now buying in bulk. So, having promotions on that are helpful. Second one is because people are spending so much time at home, their food habits are increasing, like they're eating more food than they would before. So any sort of promotion related to food, snacking, even Netflix promotion just around the dinner time is really picking up, or Zomato for that matter are doing amazing promotions around that dinner specific thing. So that's another trend that's really working well. For new brands, I think sample sizes and trial products are really helping. So trial packs, that's because people don't want to put all their money in a brand they don't know and they haven't bought before. So they want to try small samples. So that's another promotional strategy that's really working. So sachets or,
Thank you so much, ma'am, for answering that question. So I have a question. A student is asking important skill set for becoming an impressive marketer.
Curiosity, number one, buying your product or not buying your product. If they're buying, why you and why not your competitor? So this is really going to help you understand the inside, the skill set and behavior. So curiosity is really important. And, I'm somebody who would stand in Big Bazaar and look at, how people are buying and are they becoming a marketer. The second is open mind. So, not go with preconceived notion about anything, but be open to observations and learning it from it. And third, good analytical skills, because you're going to be making so many decisions on your brand or promotional strategy. So it's really important that you use the data you've got to make more, commercial sense, making decisions or more analytical decisions.
If we are considering marketing career in some other country, should we gain experience in India first before looking for opportunities in foreign country, or should we consider some course outside India and then start a career there?
My honest opinion would be to start in India. That's because you know that market, you understand that consumer, you understand pop and mom shops, you understand kirana stores, you understand medical shops. So use all that knowledge to really understand marketing from that perspective. Not from a consumer angle, but from a marketer as well. And once you have understanding of that, then you can apply that knowledge to any country that you go to or any marketing channels or distribution channels you go to. So really working in India and gaining that experience has helped me adapt myself to the other ones. Otherwise, it would have been tough. Well, to answer that, I'll probably will have to look at the course structure at different, offerings that your college has. But something I'm just going to say from my experience is that digital marketing is really becoming a skill that's really required. And even if it's not in your curriculum, or even if it's not, a second degree that you have, there's so many other ways you can learn it through online courses and through, Coursera and Google Digital Garage. Try and upskill through that. And no matter what dual degree you use, as I said before, you could be a lawyer, you could be, a software engineer or an accountant or an economics graduate. Everyone can become a good marketer. So you can always use your skills in, combination. But yeah, digital is something that I would highly recommend you guys to have a look at.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure, you have answered, cleared the doubts of all the students, because all of us at this stage are very confused in taking we're supposed to take two specializations that go or maybe blend with each other rightly. So all of us are somewhere looking to that answer. So I have one more question here from a student. She's asking, ma'am, do you think a delivery service like Zomato is gonna work in India in this time and later?
Great question. And I think yes, they've recently done their IPO. So it is something that people are using. And COVID has accelerated their rate of interest. Like people are now not going into the restaurants. They're really worried about the whole pandemic thing. And now delivery services are really gaining. What I ultimately think is that because there's so many, we have Swiggy and we have Dunzo and we have so many of them, only one or two will remain as leaders and others will get aggregated. But delivery services is going to stay, and yeah, we'll see a rapid demand.
Thank you, ma'am, for patiently answering our students' questions. I would like to thank our guest speaker, Ms. Asavari Moon, for enlightening us with her corporate knowledge. Thank you, ma'am, for giving us deep insights into the topic and also revealing some interesting facts. I'm pretty sure that the knowledge that you gave us will definitely help us in our future. We thank you for taking out time from your busy schedule. I would like to thank VC ma'am, registrars, HODs, all the deans and faculty members for giving us the opportunity to organize this event. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Dhananjay Yadav, Assistant Professor, Department of Management, IGDTUW, to extend a formal vote of thanks to our esteemed speaker.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Insa. Yeah, the session which you have taken, ma'am, it's really wonderful and inspiring. I think you know, ma'am, it is we are a all-women university for students. And this is our first MBA batch. So I think they all have got inspiration from you, and I think they will incorporate it. They will just go by your suggestions, your journey, and they will learn a lot of things from your journey. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for joining us today. We are really.
Thank you so much, IIC, for inviting me today, and thank you so much, all the professors, deans, and students here for taking out time on a Saturday. I'm sure it's evening in India, so on a Saturday evening to hear and speak, listen to me. But also a massive, massive thank you to Gursimran. She's been constantly working with me in terms of timing and also, all the changes that I had to do. I am really happy that I'm able to speak to all these brilliant women here who I know are going to have a great career and, a really impactful journey. So all the very best. I'm here if you ever need to reach out. You can always ask me your questions. I'm happy to share my journey. I've been fortunate enough to have really good mentors in my life who helped me answer all the questions that I had. So try and search them in your institute as well. I know this is the first MBA batch, but MBA was the best time of my educational journey. So lean on your professors a little bit. They have so much knowledge to share, and be there for the new incoming batch as well, because there's so much that.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such kind words, and I'm sure that whatever knowledge that you've given to all of us today, we are surely. I would like to take this opportunity on behalf of the Industry Interaction Cell of the Department of Management, IGDTUW. I would like to thank all the participants for joining this session. We hope that you had a great time. Thank you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a really nice day. I would also like to thank Asavari Moon, ma'am, that you took out time from your busy schedule and adjusted your timings also according to us, so that we are able to connect with you. And I am pretty sure that whatever knowledge that you have shared today with all of us, each one of us, it's going to help us. And I just hope that all of us are able to take your guidance and wherever we need in our lives, and we are also able to reach at that point where we can work together, maybe, because most of the girls here are opting for marketing also. So I'm pretty sure that they are very much excited to go with that stream. And thank you so much, ma'am, once again.
And thank you.